Well, we're in Rome on 69. Going to our next trailhead. And as you can see, this is this is why they reroute the trail out of the road and on another side street, because it's a 5-lane highway, because you got the turn center in the middle here. Junction 46, but we're going to go straight. That's where you would turn to go, yeah. And of course you got the red light. That's where you turn to go to that fort in the sports center there. Erie Canal Village, I think it's what it's called according to that sign. So you turn here to go to that parking lot. But I'm going to put you away because this is going to be a nightmare. So right there, that's the road you're going to take the trail. You can see the green sign there as I drive by it real quick. So you'd be actually walking along the sidewalk here, or the path they made for you. That's that path over there to get to that road, because oh, you see it. Look at this road. I mean, they don't want you in this road. 1, 2, 3, 5 lanes. Oh, there's that spot. That's where we ended the last section. So right now this is the road walk ride up on that other side street to bypass all this. Yeah, there's really no place to put the trail other than in the road, because now that you look at it, it's narrow through here. You got industries down there. Houses are right up against the road there, so there's not really much room anyway. And that's why it's up there and not down here. All right, let me get to that park, and we'll park. Unless you want to see more Rome, I can show you some more Rome, and it's not that busy right at this particular moment. But as the sign said, it's like 3.3 miles. So I just passed it. Didn't we just? Why is there 2 fast tracks in Rome on this road within 2 miles? Lumber, advanced auto parts. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna turn you off, and I gotta watch for my road now. Well, good morning, folks. We made it. Yep, as soon as the record button got hit, here comes traffic. Here's a little park along the trail here, and it's starting to get pretty interesting. I think the Mohawk River is on the side of this road, and oh. Nope, that's the canal. I think the canal is the Mohawk River, actually. I can't recall. Nice little structure there, getting into some old history. So the drive ain't too bad. If you're coming in off of 46, turn left. Follow the signs, the trail signs. That's kind of how I got to this parking lot. It's pretty well marked through Rome. The Empire Trail signs here. So if you keep looking for that, the intersection you want is James Street. But you'll see the trail signs, and they give you a good direction to come in down here. So, as everybody said before, watch for these signs. These will tell you where to go. So here's the part we're going to try to conquer today. You're obviously here. It doesn't say anything about parking, so we're on Muck Road, I guess. And this is that drive I was trying to show you, James Street again. It's well marked, because you got 3 other roads that are vying for that same trip. You got the 46, 49, 69. All of them are state roads. So here we are. I want to try to get us further over here and further beyond. And we are looking at downtown Rome Arts. Oh no. We're going that way, I think. Bellamy Harbor Park. That's a mile. Okay. That's a nice mile. So we're going to Bellamy Harbor Park. All the features this park has. And it's going from here to Bellamy Harbor is here. And we could go further. There is a train in the train door I'm watching, so. Wow, Lock 21 is almost 10 miles away from here. Whew. So, yep. Heading eastbound. Oh, that's nice. Stop, Muck Road. And get overview of where we are right now. Park. And again, follow them signs. Because one of those signs helped me get here, so. Alright. It's a brisk 37 degrees this morning, not as bad as the last hike. If anybody follows the East Broad Top, and they have that march to Statillo. For me, this year, it's going to be March to Utica. Because that's what I'm going to have to call it. So as soon as I could get there, we're getting into the cold seasons. And look, we hiked all the way from DeWitt, and if we do actually make it to Utica this year in 2024, I walked all that. I pretty much walked from Syracuse to Utica. Bridge identifier. I think something scary is about to happen. You hear it coming. Alright, we're going to be coming close to this guy's house, so I'm going to do a little bit of quick looking zooming, and I really don't want to show you his backyard because the trail does go down near that greenhouse and then turns right there in his backyard, and I don't want to be the creep out here with a video camera. You know, how would you feel if you live next to a trail and your house is literally right there and somebody's walking by with a video camera going, hey, look at this. So, that being said, let's get going, shall we? Oh! Check this out. As I said, there's a train not in the area, but potentially could happen. And it's a high priority train right now, so as of which direction it's going, I don't know. It has 2 CSX Heritage units leading, so it's kind of like, whoa, 2 of them together? Yeah. But right now it's in Bergen, New Jersey. It could head south, it could head east, it could head west. No option north, because CSX don't run north from Selkirk. That's what we're doing today. We're hoping, but you know, hopes and dreams in my area don't really happen. Here's something of interest. I don't know what exactly we are. This used to be an old bridge, an old road bridge. Yeah. Just keep in mind, it's part of the trail sketchy. Coming through Rome. Bridge used to continue across there. I only know it's a bridge is because a road actually well, you could actually see it up here. The road actually dead ends right there. So the road went up to here to these houses. There's a house there and a house there. And it would have come straight across here. But they tore down the bridge. And there are a lot of homeless camps along this stretch, so that's why you gotta be cautious. I do have my usual with me, the bear spray. There's where we started, at that bridge. You can see one of the homeless camps right there, actually. And there's one right across the way here. So, understandably, I understand, so give them the same respect as everybody else. So here's where the road would have came across. I'm not sure if this is that park or not. This looks like an industry leach field, but I don't think I'm there yet. I do see a stop ahead sign. So, yeah. Yeah, some interesting things along the way, for sure, but... Uh-oh. I hope that's not the train I was waiting for. Won't be able to see it. Because as I said, that wasn't even part of the radar. It just showed up. Boom. There it is. Oh, 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 oh. Oh. Oh, I can't see it. Dang it. Not it. That is not special train. But as you can see, the trail surprisingly follows the tracks pretty well. It's pretty sad that they made the canal to move freight and then the railroad's built right next to it. It's just like a, you know, I won't say it on camera because it's swearing, but you know what I mean. Hey, you built that canal to haul freight? Well, pfft, we're gonna build this road right above it. Okay, here's the park. Alright, the park's over here. So we're coming into that park. I see this car drive down. Oh, we've got truss bridge coming up. Okay, here's the park. We'll go check this superstructure out. Again, it's 37 degrees right now. I'm layered up with 3 layers, and because it's being cold, my voice is not the greatest, but you know, usually on these mornings walking never is anyway. What? So again, this is a paved trail, even though that sign says trail goes down there. I think that's one of the control locks or something over there. So, Bellamy Park is that way. Downtown Rome and Fort Stanwix, I'm sorry, I butchered that. La Cour Street. Ah, Mohawk River Trail. Oh, I solved the mystery the other day. Now, if you notice a couple episodes back, there was these blue markers attached to a tree. I'm like, these ain't trail markers. Well, it turns out, as I did more research on stuff, that's the North Country Trail. So those little blue square markers on trees I was confused about is a different trail. It's the North Country Trail. Apparently it's a 2,800 mile or something like that trail from Michigan, I think it starts, all the way to Vermont. So we were hiking that trail for a bit and didn't even know it. So the North Country Trail was the one with those blue square markers on trees I was asking you questions about. Well, I answered that question finally. So fortunately that car just happened to pull in right there, right at this specific time to show you this, but we'll see it from a distance, I guess. You know, can't always be the only one out here. It's the way life is, but it's the locks or something right there. I'm not sure what that is. It's got to be locks, control gates for sure. Why they would need control gates, but interesting look at. We'll do B-roll on the way back, because right as I said, there's a possibility of a nice train coming, so again, follow your signs. It's a roundabout, looks like. Oh, that scared me. Now, let's get by these people first. Mohawk River Trail. At some point, we could do the Black River Canal at some point. That's the next plan. Again, there's a lot on the docket now, so a little sketchy. So there's a roundabout parking lot for about 3 cars for that parking lot. At that control gate, we'll call it. There you go. Nice little viewing area. Again, I'll show you more on B-roll. We're pushed for time, because I don't know how far it is. Alright, Mohawk River Trail. Another thing to visit. Along with all the political ads plastered to the top of it. Oh shoot, we got a little more to go. So no, because that's where this guy's parked right now. The control lock. Oh no, that's right. We went under Erie Boulevard. So we want to try to get there as soon as we can. So, what parking lot? Yeah. Okay, so there's a parking lot here, it says. And pedestrians, we head down. Cyclists, we go straight. And, oh, I'm guessing we're behind a cop shop. So there's a road there. Looks like you got a little parking spot here. So it says there's parking, but it's little spots, like a 3 or 4 car parking lot. Nice little place though. Again, there's a challenge for you. Everybody wants to ride their bikes, cycle through the 300-something mile trail. If you start in April and go as far as you can, like I did. I mean, I started in June in DeWitt, and we've made it this far. And I'm not the fittest person and only do it 1 day a week, if even that. But, you know, you could probably do what they do as Appalachia Trail, is through hike it all. And there's a look. Well, we could get down here further. It's like a, I guess it's closed, I'm guessing. How many times are you gonna guess that it's closed? Alright. Yeah, there's a boat ramp. Looks like canoes. There's a view of that bridge. Down here a little further, it looks like. Oh no, there's boat spots. Yeah, it's a canal, stupid. I think it's also the Mohawk River. You can pull up, get off your boat here. And again, it's in the city, so amenities are well around. Here's your control gates. I still don't figure out why they'd open and close those. Can't read what that says. Hey, yeah, that's butchered. It says something about Fort Stanwix. Yeah, I mean, good luck seeing that. Alright, website www. Yeah, here. This is the only thing I can see. There you go. There's your plug for this episode. Yeah, the sniffle's gonna happen because it's cold out. Yeah, this is definitely a place for you to pull your vessel over and explore the city. For sure. Now, I don't know if that truss bridge coming up is the one we have to cross because it's looking pretty busy. But it might be the one. Let's see what this building is. Yeah, this is made for boats to pull up along for sure. I could see tie downs, bumpers, and what looks like might be a restroom building. I did read somewhere, there's like a post on YouTube about how the canals are different in the United States and Europe. And in the United States you got places like these where you get restroom facility, shower facility, and it's, I'm reading the sign right here, facilities at Navigation Center across the street. It's like a little freight house. Man, it reminds me of the one in Lacona. This is what it would look like. The tracks, I'm saying this like I've seen it before, but I haven't seen it. Maybe I should post it somewhere. The tracks used to come right up next to the building with these roll-out doors. It was like a 3, maybe a 4-stall freight house just up the tracks from the post office. And there's doors on both sides. It's all growing in now. Nobody's taking care of it. It's private property, so that's the other issue. Yeah, and this is where large vessels can tie up. So this is a shower restroom facility right here. I'm not sure if they're open yet anymore. Being almost mid-November now, I don't see any use for it. Yeah. No, we're gonna go under this bridge, it looks like. Let me check this place out a little bit better. And if you ever visit the spot, there's this huge thing for you to view. I'll read it, I guess, but historic New York, the Erie Canal, July 4th, 1817. The ceremonies outside the village of Rome on Independence Day, 1817. Climax years of discussion about building the Erie Canal. Judge Joshua Hathaway, a veteran of 2 American wars, spoke and began the excavation. Judge John Richardson, the first contractor, then turned the earth. Cannons boomed as others started digging. Benjamin Wright, the father of American engineering, assisted by John Jervis, supervised construction of the section between Utica and the Seneca River. In the first year, 15 miles were constructed. By October 1819, the 98-mile section was complete, and the first boat traveled from Rome to Utica. When finished in 1825, the Erie Canal was considered the foremost engineering achievement of the time. The 363-mile canal crossed the state and became the main route between the Atlantic Ocean and the Great Lakes. Western New York flourished with new cheap transportation. The canal ensured the place of New York City as the nation's greatest port and city, and it hastened development of the Midwest. The modernized Barge Canal, consisting of the Erie, Champlain, Oswego, and Cayuga-Seneca canals, was completed in 1918. I think 1918 is when New York Central became a railroad. No, 1912 or something like that. And I didn't find that out until yesterday. I thought New York Central Railroad was much older. No. Somebody says it was incorporated in the 19 teens. So. Shore power, it looks like. Oh yeah, the restrooms are closed. Those facilities are non-functional at this time of year. But you get pump out stations, freshwater stations, it looks like. Stuff like that. Stuff you'll need on a boat. Here's one of the examples right here. This looks like might be a dump station. Not sure. Well, if we knew exactly where that train was, you could probably see it from here. Because I'm guessing that's a railroad bridge. Again, the historic stuff that's been around 100 years before the railroad is all nice and preserved, and the active rail line that's been around 100 years is all crumbling and falling apart. Got a nice little sign coming up on this bridge. It's hidden in the thing. Don't trip over it. Oh, there's a squirrel down here. It's kind of confused on why it's by the water. Oh, there it goes. Where's is my next crossing? Oh, maybe I loop around and go up the bridge? No, I don't think so. I think we go up and around, folks. I'm not sure. It's like a superstructure here of some sorts. We'll have to investigate it, because right now this will be the place I'm going to hang out until that train goes by. I'll show you why in a minute. That looks like a park building. That's why I ask. But this is a relic. So we're getting to industries over here. Old water tower, old chimney, old canal. But right here, that's the railroad right there. So I'm gonna hang out here until that special train goes by, and it'll continue on the trail. But we'll give you a quick look around up here, see what's going on. Yeah, not the best view of the railroad, but it's gonna be the only one we have in a while. So I'm not gonna chance going any further, and whoopsie, missed it. So here's this building. Now, it looks like we do take that trail, that road. Oh, I'm not seeing any other reason why we wouldn't be able to. And it does look like those signs are up there. So, I'm not sure. Yeah, those are the canal signs, but the camera's too worried about the plants. So you got the arrow. Huh. I don't know. Well, let me figure this out. I'll sit down at the provided picnic tables and see what's going on here. This little structure. Close to the season. Police cameras in use. Yeah, see, I don't know if it continues that way or not. Well, we'll just have to sit and wait for a little bit, I guess. So yeah, our trail does go up and over that bridge, which I'm perplexed about because it's a busy road, and yeah, we'll see how this goes. Waiting on that train still. Parking lot, well, you can see where the cars parked. So. Another little parking lot behind us here. Restrooms and facilities here again, close for the season. But our trail does go up and over that bridge. Uh-oh. The hard part is hearing anything coming without a scanner. So, good luck. It's freaking peeking. Of course. Come on, really? You couldn't come out another car. Well, at least we know we can see the train coming. So, I knew it was coming, it blew the horn. The Amtrak station is right on the other side of that bridge. So, obviously. But now I got traffic noise, an engine idling, and a westbound with a cool unit I'm waiting for. What? Already? Wow. Alright, trains are taken care of. We're gonna leave our little building behind. Looks like the trail does go this way, so we'll check this out. Well, it does, because it goes by the Amtrak station, which is obviously on the other side. So I don't know what's going on over there, but that's development. It's the old water tower. And for the duration of this trail, until I figure out where I'm supposed to be on this road, I will not have you on for this part. So, and again, right down there is where the information sign and the old freight house looking thing is. We go into this road, we come to this park building. So, that's where we're going. I guess we cross the road here. Okay, there's a sidewalk, so that's good. As busy as this road is. And this is the trail. Again, if you're in the Rome area, good place to rail fan right there. And this trail seems to like to hug the railroad, so for those that want to through hike and watch trains, you got opportunities. And now we tempt fate as this huge truck comes down, barreling down the road at a high rate of speed. I'm surprised there's no crossing sign here. Yeah, I'm ignoring your truck. Let's keep going. Run! Go quicker! Go quicker! Alright. I guess we could just went under the bridge and come back up on this other side instead of crossing the road, but yeah. Again, there's our favorite signs we want to see for this trip. And there's a decent sized sidewalk. And there is, looks like a little diner down here, right by the Amtrak station. Oh, I'm glad this road has a sidewalk. Alright, we're crossing over. Again. We'll go see where we actually started down the trail. That gate might be in the way. Yeah, the gate's in the way of the bridge down there. I don't know the name of this road currently, but it's a popular road. That's all I gotta say about it. So right there's the Amtrak station, clearly. So now we're gonna go under this decrepit bridge. As I said before, it's amazing how immaculate the canal and everything is all built up, restored, and the active rail line is now. Hope nothing falls on my head when I go under it. But still history, so. Alright, now we tempt fate. 1911 this was constructed. Wow, 1911. Again. Keep walking, let's get out of here quicker. Now the fun part, crossing this other road. As busy as this one is. Oh, that's why it's busy. 269. Yeah. So this is where 69 splits off from the 49, 46, 69 corridor. It goes back to 69. That's why it's busy. And there's that little restaurant. Donna's Breakfast and Lunch. Yeah, I'm not shooting much, but the intersection's right around the corner because of the traffic on this road is insane. So, and the private house is on the other side of the road. There's this little spot coming up here. Looks like a parking lot, maybe. Huh. There's like a monument back here. Interesting. Lower landing place. For generations in seasons of low water. Never mind. I hope to pause and read it because as soon as my mouth opened up, noise happened. It wasn't from me, surprisingly. Alright, so here's where we're gonna end it. This is getting out of. Isn't not much to look at. This is not in the roadblock, but it's kind of a roadblock. New York State Thruway's up ahead, it looks like. Stanwix. I don't know, what's around what this bridge looks like. Yeah, I'll go to the bridge. This would be a good end point. Erskine 6, Utica 11, West Monroeland 5. So I'm guessing this overpass is 365. Yeah, there's street signs right there, so. And the thruway is on the other side of the overpass. Nice little creek down here, though. Yeah, we're heading back. This road is unreal. Glad we're not walking it, but just keep that in mind. Businesses on both sides of you and continuous traffic. As you can see, it's a connector road. Connector from downtown Rome to the State Thruway. That's why it's so busy. State Thruway and 365 in the area. And the old Amtrak station's right up ahead of us here. I kind of want to stop in, but nah. Yoink. Well, I think that's going to be it for this trip, folks. Do some more research on the furthest point, but right now it's just a business district, so I don't see any real reason to continue it. So, that being said, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and we'll do some B-roll on the way back when we get off this busy road. Cold front's starting to move in. It's gonna get down to the 20s tonight. The wind's starting to pick up, so headphone users be aware it might get a little loud on some of these recordings now. The wind's starting to pick up. There's a front moving in today. Temperature is dropping. Saw this. Show you. Almost going to the gates. Still not sure what that road is though. That road is busy too. A lot of busy roads around here. 3-4 state roads come together in the area. And there's a state thruway in the area. I'm glad they had these little trails off to the side though. Like I said, that last stretch, whew, there's nothing but businesses on this side, businesses on that side. And the only place there wasn't a business is that Lower Landing Monument. I made it to the Sunoco gas station. I'm like, yeah. I'm gonna end it there. Well, I got this map coming up. I'll show you where I ended it and where we could. Uh-oh, we're gonna miss it. Oh, no. No train, why? Why you do this? Yeah, I hear ya. You don't need to talk back to me. I hear you laughing in my face. Ha ha ha, you missed us. Where'd it go? Now it's hiding. Anyhow, this map doesn't go past, because that's the Lower Landing Monument. So, I heard DPU go by. I got distracted. So we started over here with this entire section to where it goes out of the map. That's the monument we looked at. Alright, so that's 365 and 49 we were just at the Sunoco station. And that's this road, yeah. What? 2660, Lily. You got 2669, 49 over here. Yeah, it's starting to rain out too a little bit. So that's that. Over here you got 365 and 49. How many 49s do we need? And you got the trail. What gets me is, what the hell happened over here? That looks fun. I'm gonna have to keep this for my reference, so Yeah. So for my reference, you got this trail here. What's it called again? I don't know what this trail's called. It goes up to Rome Waterworks, and you got this yellow trail over here. Oh, it's right down here. Nope, right here. Mohawk River Trail and Griffiths Sculpture Trail. There's a lot of information on the sign. Again, we're right here. I don't know where the trail goes after that, but we went past that point. Yeah. All right. I'm still lost. This bridge behind me used to be an old road bridge. I'm gonna see what that creek's name is. Mohawk River. Okay, so this over here is the Mohawk River. Alright. And it enters in the Gryziec Canal. Okay. I thought the canal itself was Mohawk River. Part of it is, but yeah, so that's what's there. And I'm saying that this bridge used to be an old road. You know, you find these things. Obviously, no, a road would have came this way. Came across here and connected back to the other side. So this used to be a roadway, and then they turned it into a trail bridge, which is sketchy. This is still sketchy. Modern infrastructure on it. Sketchy decking. That explains the gates, I wonder. I wonder if they lower their gates, like if the Mohawk River's at a critical flooding stage. I wonder if they lower the gates to stop from going up the canal, maybe. Because it's kind of diverted, look like pushing the water this way. Ah! Learned something. Sketchy bridge. Ignore the patches. That must be what the abutment's for. The old bridge that used to come here that ends in the cul-de-sac. Yeah. You got this little parking lot over here. We'll go down and see the gates. Trash can's full. Well, there's a lot of homeless around here. They're probably using it, so. It's a nice little shorter section from what I'm doing, but so you can probably see everything I've done so far today, other than when I crossed the canal. Oh, not quite. If you look at this. There's the bridge across to go to the other side. You went about a half mile down to that other bridge abutment is where the other road is. So That little pavilion thing. Shower house, boat landing. The gates. And the bridge you started under. For old bridge abutments. Kind of finding it hard to know where the towpath is. You can walk right down. There's this. You see how the bridge is held together? Kinda. It's like a chain holding this from falling in the drink. So the towpath would be, I'm guessing, over there? I don't know. Huh. There's some menagerie signs up there. Which one do you think does not belong? Wait. What? Okay. More answers than more questions than answers. Look at that big buck over there. You see him? Oh. Sign's in the wrong spot. Oh, on the rail line. We're pretty close to 250. Milepost 250 on the CSX. So if anybody's wondering, Rome's near milepost 250. I did wander over by the Amtrak station and looked at it a little bit there. Again, a lot of this looks like it's newly constructed. I passed the paint in the old road paint like this saying something detour. So that must have been for them to construct this brand new piece of scenery. Got a little park and everything in here. Yeah, because it looked like the trail would have went around anyway. And they recently constructed this viewing. We look back to where we were. There's the old Rome water tower, the locks, the bridge is on the other side, and yeah, another couple miles off the list to march to Utica 2024. So I hope you enjoyed it. No, not much to see here. Yeah, so. the reverb. And off to the next one.